Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a empties video. I know it's been a while since I've did one of these. I probably haven't did one since the end of last year, maybe the beginning of the year. I've been kind of letting my products build up. I had a period where I was slow using up some of my items, and then now that it's gotten hotter outside, I've had the need to use certain items more than others. So if you're not familiar with what an empties video is, you usually hear people in their titles, you see them put, you know, trash talk or taking out the trash or something like that. Essentially, it is people saving some of their trash if you think about it in the long run. The way I look at it is you're saving the boxes of products that you've used, and you're gonna come back and talk about those items. Now, as far as storage of these items, I'm gonna show you. I store mine, and you can either get like a little waste basket. What I have did in the past is, you know, those reusable totes that you get from the Dollar Tree. Put the boxes or cartons or bottles in one of those and hang it on the back of a doorknob. Now I have a craft room, office, extra bedroom deal, so I'm able to put these items in that extra bedroom in the closet, so it's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. If you don't have that, you know, a lot of people are not into the whole empties thing, then you're just not into it. I like doing it because I do buy a lot of products. I don't have time to come back and make a video every day to tell you about every single product right then and there. So this allows me the chance to come back and say, hey, I did actually use this. Here's what it did for me. I'm very big on that. If you buy something, I want to know how it worked for you because I might want to purchase it too. So that's why I like to do empties videos. I will leave my empties playlist down below. You can check it out and see various items that I've used or came back and said that I really didn't like and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it because this is a massive empties video. So the first thing I'm going to start with are these two Bath & Body Works sprays. I am a fan of Bath & Body Works. I know y'all don't see a whole lot of videos on my channel with them. It's only because I've slacked off. I would say in the past 5 or 6 years, I used to purchase them so much, and I got to where I had so many sprays and I wasn't using the stuff up fast enough. This stuff is expensive. I know they have sales and stuff, but just think about these sprays sitting and you not using them. Another reason why I stopped buying them so much is them sitting, I feel like changes the smell of them. And let me tell you, this Snowflakes and Cashmere, I love this scent. I believe I got it 2 years ago. I love to use it like it's a fall, winter type of scent. It still has some left because I feel like the smell started to change on me. I just really didn't like it. I don't know if maybe mixed with my body chemistry type thing, it started to change. I don't know. But when I smell this, even just in the bottle, it doesn't smell the same, and I just don't like it. So even though it's got a little bit left, I'm not going to use the rest of it because I just can't do it. I've had other people smell it too, and they did say, hey, it does smell a little different. So I don't know what could have happened. These retail for, or this one retailed for at the time, $14. Of course, y'all know I probably got it on sale because I'm not paying that. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, you can kind of tell that I'm a little on the cheap side, or maybe frugal is more politically correct to say that, but I'm not paying $14 for a spray. It's just not that serious, especially if you can go to Dollar Tree and get a spray. But the smell started to change, so I had to put this in my empties bin. But a scent that did not change on me was the Coconut Mint Drop. This one retailed for $14.50. You notice how the prices change between the years? I got these in 2 different years. So obviously Bath & Body Works goes up on the prices. This was amazing. Hands down, one of my favorite scents in the past 3 years, I would say. The Coconut Mint Drop. I used every drop of this. And probably if I sprayed it good enough, some of the air might come out again and I might could get 1 or 2 more uses out of it. But this one's hands down one of my favorite scents more recently. Next, I have this applicator. This is a face mask applicator that I actually picked up from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, I loved it. It's like a silicone face mask applicator. And the great thing about this is that it is reusable because it is silicone. Once you put your face mask on, I recently did a clay mask with this, and you wash it off with warm water and like mild soap. If you have like Ivory soap, that's usually what I suggest to wash things off with, that mention you washing it off with soap. So that's what I did, and it's still kicking. It's still, you know, good for a couple more uses, I think. I also got multiples of these when they had them at the Dollar Tree. But if you still come across these, I would definitely say to pick them up. It's not bad for $1, especially when you go to other stores, you may have to pay a couple more dollars. So I definitely recommend this. Now the next thing is one of these spongeables. So if you're not familiar with these, they're like a little sponge. It kind of comes in like a hard form, and as it gets wet, it softens up. And this one is actually an anti-cellulite sponge. So these are good for only a certain number of uses. This one had 30 uses, I believe, and it was a body wash infused. It smelled really good. They usually sell these at Walmart, Target, you know, pharmacy type stores, things like that. I got this in like one of my stocking stuffers as a gift. And would I say that it helped necessarily any cellulite that I, you know, may have on my thighs? No. Obviously, this kind of stuff, you're going to have to use it more than 30 times. You're going to have to buy multiple of these spongeables and probably use it over maybe a 6-month time frame to see any kind of difference, I would say. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at buying things like this. You're not going to see like an immediate change. At least I don't think so. You need to use them over a course of maybe half a year. But for a couple dollars, I went into Walmart and I seen something similar. It was about $3 or $4. It's not bad. I feel like it smelled good, and it did feel good on my thighs. It's where I mainly used it. You know, that's the area that I in particular have a little bit of cellulite. But I mean, it was okay, but just keep in mind, it's not a quick fix for cellulite. Not at all. So y'all, this right here, I just want to say that I've had this for years. So that's not to say that it might not work for you. It's just one of those things that I've just had it in my cabinet. I've taken it with me from place to place. I probably had this a good, I want to say maybe 8 years. And even before that, it was in my mom's cabinet. I took it from her house. So it's been around a long time. So that's why it's probably did what it did to my hair. But I put this in my hair a couple weeks ago, and I did like a twist out. Obviously, I have natural hair. I did a 2-strand twist out. And y'all, it left so much product build up on my hair, and it was like white at that. And I haven't had anything happen like that in, I mean, years. I've had my hair natural now for what, about, I've worn it natural for about 9 years now. And I've never had any kind of product build up and leave like a white residue like that. But this did. And this is the Soft and Beautiful Botanicals with natural plant oils and butters. It says that it has shea butter with olive, argan, coconut oil, aloe, and vitamin E. I don't know. It's supposed to be like a sculpting foam. So when you squirt it out, it's foamy. It worked for quite a few years for me until it sat and sat. And now it just doesn't work anymore. So I hate to have to, you know, toss this, but it's just not doing it for me anymore. So I don't know if any of you use this currently. I don't even know if they still make this, to be honest. So what I'm saying is probably irrelevant. But if you've used this in the past before, let me know how it did for you. Let me give you a close-up of what that looks like. All right, y'all, so razors. Let's talk about razors. It's that time of the year. A lot of us are probably shaving our legs. I didn't use these for my legs. I tend to use Nair and Veet and stuff like that. But, you know, we might be shaving other parts of our body, and we need razors for that, obviously. So I usually am a chic girl. I think that's how you say it, chic. Maybe chic. I don't know. I'm usually that kind of girl, but I typically have only stuck with 3 blades. I've tried 5 blades in the past. I can't do it. My skin is a no-go. No matter what part of my body I shave, I know better than to use any more than 3 blades. I tried this out with 4, and it was okay, but I definitely am not doing it again. This was the one that had the scent, it said exotic violet blooms. It had a pretty scent to it, but it just wasn't for me. So I believe it came with 4 of them in there, disposable razors. It was a good deal. I feel like these are fairly cheap. Maybe $5 you get 4 of them, and they come with 4 blades. But it didn't work for me. I cannot do 4 blades. I love this brand though. I think it's a great brand, but I can't do the 4 blades. Now this Venus, this Gillette by Venus, or Venus by Gillette, however, with the 3 blades, this is like everything for me. I currently have one of them in the shower right now, and What I will say though is don't get the tropical scented. Try to get an unscented one if they even still make unscented stuff. I don't know anymore. But try to find unscented, because the tropical scent, I mean, it's all right. I just, you know, I'm not too big on scented razors. But I feel like I just picked this up because that's what they had. But it says close and clean in one stroke, and they do mean that. I love the handle of this. I wish I could show you. It does have an image on the back that kind of shows you what it looks like. So I just love how it feels in my hand when I'm using it. And you only get 3 in this pack though. Isn't that ironic? You get 3 blades and you only get 3 in the pack. For this you get 4 blades and 4 in the pack. This was a little bit more pricey, but honestly it's completely worth it. So there it is. I love it. My favorite razors, hands down, going forward. All right, y'all, wipes. Y'all know how I feel about my facial wipes. Always gotta have some on deck. My face gets very oily and I just need something to help me out, especially midday. So these right here I picked up from Ross quite a while ago, sometime last year. And it's taken me a while to get through them. These are the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Moisturizing Facial Cleansing Wipes. It says they're dual textured and they were $2.99 at Ross. Now, y'all know I love my cocoa butter. I love anything by the Palmer's brand. Why it took me a while to get through this is because when I first opened up the pack and I used it on my skin, it almost kind of had like a soapy buildup. And I was like, I'm not about that. I don't need, you know, extra residue on my face. So I let it sit in my drawer for a while and I got low on my wipes. I didn't have any Bolero. I didn't have any kind of wipes. Didn't want to go to the store and buy more. So I found these in the back of the cabinet. I started using them and they were a lot better. I don't know if they needed to maybe dry out a little bit. I know that sounds crazy, but they didn't have that buildup of product anymore. So I would recommend this, honestly. Maybe it was just my skin at the time. You never really know. But I love these. I don't know if Ross still sells them, but they are so good. It says that it cleanses and lightly exfoliates and it removes waterproof mascara. And it does do that. You get 25 of the wipes for $2.99 at Ross. And y'all know places like Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls, they tend to get the same kinds of items, so maybe look in those stores for these as well. Now the Bolero wipes, y'all know I'm usually a big fan of these from the Dollar Tree, but lately I found myself kind of turned off from them. I don't know, it's just something about them. You know, you can't get everything for $1, and we all know that. I think the scents in them, when you first smell it, they smell fine, but this watermelon and mint slowly became like my least favorite scent out of any of the scents they've ever had. It just literally smelled like grass. I do not like the smell of grass, like fresh cut grass. That's what it smelled like. It didn't smell anything like watermelon to me. I don't know what I was thinking or going through when I first smelled it, but it was not good. But I used it up because I really don't like wasting stuff. If I can just, you know, get through it and it somewhat serves its purpose, I will use it. That being said, it did the job as far as what it needed to do for my face. I just didn't care for the smell and I just dealt with it. So this was the watermelon and mint. I don't recommend this at all. If you can, try and smell this stuff beforehand. I usually don't because I don't like removing that sticker that it has on there, because what if I don't buy it? I don't know, it's up to you. But the pineapple and coconut and lime, this one was really good. I enjoyed the scent of this thoroughly. So you can get these at the Dollar Tree for $1. Everybody's Dollar Tree won't have it. Some areas apparently don't get Bolero. My area was like that for a couple years. We just recently started getting a lot of the Bolero items. So just keep that in mind, y'all. So I really feel like I should probably do like one of those hygiene routine type of videos. I did a skin hygiene video, but I haven't did like a body or maybe even like a feminine hygiene type of video. I don't know. We'll see. It could be informative. But I've recently been trying out a lot of different aluminum-free type of deodorants because honestly, I was very ignorant personally about stuff like that for the longest time. I just didn't know. So upon educating myself, I figured, hey, let's give it a try and see how it works out. What I would say is you have to invest money in an aluminum-free deodorant because these two right here, even though they were a little pricey, they weren't expensive enough and they obviously didn't work for me. So the Secret, I gave the Secret the longest run that I could because I like the Secret brand. This was the aluminum free deodorant in Honeydew. It was 2.4 ounces. It says it dye free and clear. So look at that. If you look at the packaging, Nowhere on it does it give any kind of odor guarantee for any specific amount of time. And, you know, they were good. They didn't mislead you on the package, because when I tell y'all within an hour, I could smell myself. I've never had that before. I've always worn regular deodorant with the aluminum in it. So by the time I get home and, you know, get ready to take another shower, then I'm good. I can't smell myself under my arms. Within an hour, I needed to apply some more deodorant. And then, you know, after a while of applying and reapplying, you need to get in the shower again, because it's not gonna have the same effect. I couldn't do it. Absolutely not. And then with this Dr. Teal's, it's the aluminum free. It says magnesium plus coconut oil and essential oils. I've heard a lot of people recommend this, and they said it worked for them. It's 2.65 ounces. My thing with this is it cakes up so much under your arms. Like, you know, those little white balls and stuff. I can't do it. No, no, no. I cannot do it, especially if you wear a lot of dress clothes, or if you wear, you know, sleeveless shirts or tank tops or dresses. I can't do it. I can't have little white balls sticking out under my arms. And even if you shave the hair under your arms, which I do, you still get the white balls, the caked up white balls. I can't do it. So as much as I wanted to give Dr. Teal's a try and, you know, keep going with it, neither one of these worked for me. I just couldn't do it. What I'm currently using that so far, knock on wood, for the past week and a half has been the Dove 0% aluminum. And it's in the cucumber scent, I believe. Y'all, when I say it's good, it even has on the package, it says 24-hour odor protection. Obviously, I'm probably using it or having to keep it on for like a good maybe 12 hours, maybe 12 or 14 hours before I have to take another shower. But when I say that deodorant is the bomb, it is the bomb. So try it out. It's the Dove 0%. Obviously, I'm not sponsored, but I'm just letting you know it works great. So if you're looking for one, try that out. So while we're still on hygiene items, this is a feminine hygiene item. It's by the Honey Pot Company. Y'all, I was skeptical at first because I was like, I don't know. I don't like using too many things down there. You know, in specific areas of it, you're not supposed to use any soap anyway. But, you know, if your thighs rub together, you sweat and stuff, you at least need something for your inner thighs. So I picked up this sensitive wash, and normally, like I said, I just try to stick with the brands that I like. Tried the Honey Pot brand, got it from Walmart. Says that it's 99% natural. That's what made me want to pick it up. And it has a pH of 3.5 to 4.5. I love this so much, y'all. I really did. My thing is, it's only 5.51 fluid ounces. So it's a little bit on the pricier side. I believe it's more than Summer's Eve for sure. And you only get this little container of it. Now, make sure y'all can see it. The Honey Pot Company. I got it from Walmart. Only thing I didn't like about it is that it's foaming. I really don't like foaming cleansers of any type, whether it's a body cleanser or even a facial cleanser. I'm really not too big on the foaming. Other than that, if it just came in a body wash form, just without the foaming, I would absolutely make this one of my hygiene items, because I really loved it. So that was the Honey Pot Company. If you don't mind foaming, then I highly recommend it. So mouthwash. Usually I am a Crest Advanced Health Pro type of girl. I think that's what it is. If you go back and maybe watch some of my Dollar General hauls, I usually pick up that advanced mouthwash on those videos. But I really wanted to try out Listerine. My mom has always used Listerine as far back as I can remember. She's the original though. She's always used Listerine. It's always worked great for her. So I thought I would give it a try. Honestly, my first time ever trying Listerine. Growing up, she would buy me Scope. I don't know why, but I always used Scope growing up. And then as I became an adult, I started using the Crest Advanced mouthwashes. So I decided to give the Listerine Total Care a try. I used the entire bottle. It's a big bottle. It is, what is this? 1 quart, 1.8 fluid ounces. It was in the fresh mint flavor. And the Total Care, it says that it has 6 benefits in one. So briefly, it says that it helps prevent cavities, restores enamel, strengthens teeth, kills bad breath and germs, cleans the whole mouth, and freshens your breath. Now, this says on here that it is an anti-cavity fluoride mouthwash. I know how people feel about fluoride. Here's the deal. With fluoride mouthwashes, I usually like them because my mouth feels a lot cleaner. With this one, I noticed that it left like a film inside of my mouth. I didn't like that. And then I started looking it up, and it said that fluoride tends to leave a film in your mouth, like a thin film. Like I would feel like, it almost felt like extra skin in my mouth. It's so gross. And I would feel the need to rinse my mouth out again. And then I would be like, why didn't the film go away? It's because this was causing the film. Now, my toothpaste that I currently use does have fluoride in it. I believe it does. I'm using the, what is it, Colgate Optic White. I believe it has fluoride in it, but that doesn't leave a film in my mouth like this does. I wouldn't recommend it personally. It sounded great, you know, it does all that stuff. But what I also noticed on the packaging is that it's not recommended by the ADA. What is it? The American Dental Association. If you get just the regular Listerine, it is. It has a stamp on the front that says ADA recommended. So keep that in mind. The American Dental Association backs up the regular Listerine, but they don't necessarily back up the Total Care. So just be on the lookout for that. The next item I used up, this is a L'Oreal Paris Pure Clay Mask. It says that it detoxes and brightens your skin. And it says 3 pure clays plus charcoal results in just 10 minutes. Now, I got this actually, I believe from a Pinch Me box or some kind of sample thing I had going on. I love this clay mask. I'm gonna get more clay masks. I really have never did clay masks like that before, but I let it sit on my face for a little more than 10 minutes. Honestly, I wanted it to dry. I've watched people do clay masks on their face before and they waited until it dried. I would say make sure you do put a thin layer. You could probably stretch this for more than one use if you make sure you put a thin layer of the mask on your face. I love this, so I'm gonna look and see if I can find this maybe in Target or something like that. It worked really good on my face, especially my nose area. It's really a problem for me as far as being oily, and then I've been having some breakouts along my face and my chin. It's a big problem area, and I feel like it really got into my skin. If I could do one of these once a week or once every 2 weeks, I think it would really help me out. So it's the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. Next, I have this Shea Moisture Lotion. It's just a little sample size of lotion that I believe I got from, again, either like a Pinch Me box or maybe someone sent this to me in Happy Meal. I'm not quite sure. Either way, I love it. I'm going to try and find it, and again, Target, somewhere like that. But this is the, it says Sasha. Is that Sasha? S-A-C-H-A? Incha? I don't know. I-N-C-H-I oil, and it's omega 369 rescue body lotion with quinoa and rose of Jericho extracts. So that's very interesting. It has a very clean scent to me though, and I really loved it. I used up the rest of it today on my arms and my elbows, and it just left my skin feeling so good. So I am gonna try and see if I can get a bigger bottle of this, but I really loved it. I really do enjoy the Shea Moisture brand. I know everybody doesn't love it, but I know their hair care products especially work very well on my hair. They're pricey, but they're worth it. So I'm gonna try and find this lotion out somewhere. So next I have some lip glosses. Y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, Neutrogena's lip gloss is my favorite, hands down. I'm wearing some of it right now. This is a different scent though, but I love the Hydro Boost lip glosses by Neutrogena, and this one is in the shade, where is it at? Velvet Wine. This hands down was my favorite. Y'all see I used all of it up, but it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost and the shade Velvet Wine. That looks the best on my skin tone. This one I have on now, it's a little more neutral. It kind of blends in with the color of my lips. My favorite hands down is the Velvet Wine of the Neutrogena. Now these next two, these are by Hard Candy. I would not recommend these. I picked these up on clearance at Walmart. There's absolutely a reason they were on clearance. I've seen a lot of people pick them up on clearance. I hated them. They were the Metallic Mousse Hard Candy. I believe they are maybe on clearance for $3 or something like that. Y'all, when I say they look terrible on my lips, not even the color, but just the texture of them. I guess because they are metallic, and it was almost like a metallic matte color. They were extremely crusty and dry and just horrible, and they were extremely hard to get off of my lips. I didn't like them at all. Also, when they first come out, they're kind of sticky, so I thought maybe it wouldn't be as bad on my lips, if that makes any sense. But when it got on my lips, it was so dry and just terrible. So I didn't even barely use these, and I gotta toss them. So y'all, this was gonna be a long one, so we're coming up on the last couple of items. I did include one container of the Glade spray. This is the Lemon Fresh. The only place I've seen this is at Dollar Tree. I love this. It smells like lemon pine sol, and you know, it's just an 8-ounce spray bottle of it, and it was at the Dollar Tree for $1. You can usually get Glad at Walmart for like 93 cents, 97 cents. So yeah, this smelled really good. I picked this up from Dollar General. It's the Swallowtail Complete, and it's the Field Flower scent. You're supposed to get 33 small loads out of this. I feel like we may have gotten more, to be honest, and it was 44 fluid ounces. This smells so daggone good, y'all. I absolutely love it, and I love everything that it does. It says with the Complete, you get color protection, fewer wrinkles, advanced softening, irresistible freshness, and I loved it. And again, it was a good price. I believe at Dollar General it maybe was $3 or less, probably $2 and some change. But for this to be such a big bottle, and it is a Swallowtail brand, you see it in Dollar Tree in a smaller bottle, but it was really good. So check it out if you haven't before. So the last thing I'm going to share is a food item. I don't usually include food items in my empties just because I'm not about to keep food trash. But since it was a cereal box, obviously it's completely empty. The bag and the cereal has been gone months ago. Months ago it's been gone. This cereal was so good, I could not mention it. The Hostess Honey Bun cereal. Y'all, this is banging. It is the most delicious cereal I've tasted in a long time. We got it from Food Line, I believe. They had like a 2 for $5 deal, and they had various Hostess type of or brand cereals. It was so dang on good, and it's by the Post Company. So it's the honey bun cereal, and this box was 11.5 ounces. So honestly, it looks like a regular size box to me. It almost maybe looks like a family size, but it was really good. It didn't last long in this house. It didn't stand a chance. So that's all for my massive empties video. I'll probably have another one of these in a couple months or so. I'll allow my empties to build back up and try out some things that I've purchased. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again in my next video. Bye.